All right, guys, so as you can see, I have my mailbox inside my house. The reason being the mailbox bracket is disintegrated and from years of abuse by the postman. So the couple area failed when I tried to take the bracket off the mailbox, which is usually mounted on the bottom. So this video, I want to just show you guys how quick and easy it is to fix a broken mailbox mount, okay? Particularly relates to the mounting bracket that connects your mailbox to the post that you have on the ground. Now, you have two choices when it comes to the mailbox bracket. Usually, you have the choice of a plastic one, which I personally prefer because they don't really rust, and we live in kind of South Florida. It's very humid and wet. The plastic is a better choice. The downside with the plastic is they do disintegrate after years of use. They become brittle, and that is the case with this one. You can see the 4 post mounting screws literally just stripped off the mounting, the securing bracket over here from the underside. Usually this bracket is mounted onto the post with those 4 screws. So this is one side and this is the other side. They literally just stripped off and slided off. So my mailbox was almost falling to the floor last week when I tried to pull it out. Now, again, as I said, I prefer plastic because they don't go rust. That's another thing with humid area. Your other option is having a metal mounting bracket. I've had the metal one before. I don't like them. They rust fairly quickly and it's kind of nasty. When they rust, they take the screws with them. The screws gets rusted altogether. So it's really not the best choice for humid areas, okay? Or if your mailbox, constantly is exposed to the environment. So I suggest plastic one. Plus, they cost only $7, okay? Literally $7. And there are 2 major types. Again, metal one and plastic, and they all have literally the exact same design. And this one I bought literally today on Amazon. Look at the brand name, it's entirely different. But if you look at the molding, okay, the molding is exactly the same. Like literally all the mounting brackets you see on the market is probably gonna be one of those plastic or metal mounting brackets, because all the mailbox in the United States uses similar standards. And so yeah, next I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to get this mailbox bracket mounted on the mailbox and then have the mailbox installed on the post. So actually the very first thing you need to do, depending on your mailbox, is decide whether to take the 4 little extra foot that they give you on the mold off or not. And for mine, as you can see, I took those 4 foot off. And again, as I told you, the other reason that I have to replace it is one screw is literally seized in there. So when I was trying to remove it, I could not do it. So those little 4 foot serves as the extension points to hold the mailbox centered if you have a larger mailbox. If you have the smaller size mailbox, you don't need to take those off, just depending on your situation, okay? And you can see those 4 holes are empty right now, and it's not empty right here. Why? Because you can take those off and use it as additional foot. So you literally just use, like if I can pop this off with my hand, oh, I can. And literally just, again, pop them off if you need those before you start the installation process, because you're gonna have to mount those first, okay? And the cool thing is when you buy this on Amazon, again, as I told you, $7, comes with mounting hardware, all different kinds. So it's enough to mount pretty much everything, all possible combinations. I'll fix your mailbox bracket, okay? So I'm gonna take those off as well, and I'm gonna take the foot off, and we're gonna start the installation process. All right, I took those 4 extension foot off, and I want to show you guys also some extra tips. So this mounting bracket, again, as indicated, any of those, is working for mailbox type A, B, C, and D, okay? So if you go to any hardware store, you're probably gonna be buying one of those types of mailbox. So again, as I mentioned, compatibility for those plastic mounting bracket is very, very high. It fits almost all different types of mailboxes, except the custom one, okay? And the instruction also plain and simple. So you have two parts of installation. The first is to install the mailbox post, the bracket on the actual post. Now, there are three different ways, as you can see. The first two refers to mounting the post directly on the top surface by using 4 of those wood screws. The second option is mounting it to the post using those side screws. The side screws goes in here, okay? And you have the whole, this is the post size usually. Depending on if you have a larger post, you have a smaller post, really depends. Larger post that doesn't fit, you have to use the top to bottom mount. On the right size post, you can use the side screw, which is more secure and my way of installation. So that's for the mounting on a square post on the top. If you have one of those post type, you're gonna mount using the top 4 holes. That's different. You're gonna mount using those 2 holes, 4 holes, okay? You just drill using the wood screw, drill this and mount onto the post that's extruding from the main post. So those are the 2 different ways and 3 different methods of mounting the board to the post. Once you finish mounting the board to the post, you're gonna actually put the mailbox on top. So this part we have to do outside. We can't really do it inside the house because you want this to be on the post first before you lay the mailbox and the secured on the bracket. But this part is actually the easiest because literally just 4 screws depending on your mailbox size, okay? Number 2, one is for the smaller mailbox. You can mount directly. The smaller mailbox is gonna sit perfectly on the outer rim of this bracket. You do not need this adapter, okay? This adapter is for the slightly larger mailbox. You literally just sit it there and put the screws through those 4 holes, 1, 2, and the other 2 on the other side, okay? If you have my mailbox, which I consider medium size, you need to have those foot ready, okay? And those foot actually mounts to a particular area right here. You're gonna actually align the shape of the dropping and you're gonna just literally drop it in here, okay? Drop it in here. Drop it in here. And drop it in here. And lastly, again, they are actually directional. So you can only put it in one way because this is offset. So just keep that in mind. You won't install it wrong because it's gonna be sitting flush. Now this is how my mailbox is mounted. So I'm just gonna show you guys really quickly. It's gonna mount like that, okay? Aligning, again, those same 4 holes, except it's extended just a little bit. All right, so pretty plain and easy. Now, we have to do that outside. So first thing first, I'm gonna just drill a few holes on my post outside and have this mounted on the mailbox post. Now, in terms of hardware that you need, as I mentioned, they already give you all the screws you need, okay, for the mailbox type 1, 2, 3. Now for mailbox type 1 and 2, the small and medium size, you need those 4 really long machine screws, and you need the whatever bolt, the washer that you need for the other side to catch those machine screws. And those 4 are for mounting onto the wood. So they are kind of pointy wood screws. Only for the largest mailbox that you cannot reach it on 2 sides, you're gonna use one of those to mount the mailbox directly onto the post, okay? So there are a few areas that you can mount, like right here. They give you a few holes. You're gonna mount your large mailbox right here on those 4 holes, okay? Or you can probably do it here, maybe not. Yeah, but those holes are designed for mounting the largest mailbox. For that, you need those 4 screws. But for our installation, again, we're only going to be using those 8 screws total. I want to show you guys everything before we go out because it's already late at night. So I might just drill the holes on the wood and show you guys early in the morning when the mailbox is fully put on there, what it looks like. But literally, you align those holes, you drop the mailbox in, and the installation is complete. All right. All right, this is the bracket mounted onto the post. And again, literally just 4 of those screws. You just screw it in here, securing the 2 sides. And right here. Okay, I pre-drilled the hole in here so it's much easier to go in. As added security, I also drilled those 4 holes right here on the top, so it's like super sturdy on the platform. And the last step is just align the mailbox onto the top. I think we lost one of those foot. We lost one of those foot, so I gotta find it, probably dropped it somewhere. All right, show you guys what it looks like fully fixed. So again, to recap, just literally 4 screws for the medium-sized mailbox on 2 sides. If you look down, this is the bracket, and this is the extender for the medium size. And to secure it to the post, it's literally 4 screws. So here, here, and here, and here. Okay, and works great. Nice and steady, at least fairly. All right. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, okay? And if you did, hit the like button and subscribe. Should have more tips coming out for you guys. Thanks again. See you in the next video. Take care.